Now we'll talk about Adrian Peterson's incident in his child abuse case. Um, I'm going to go through a rundown of the breakdown of his abuse from when it started to um, when it really started getting big in the media and everything. And then I'm going to discuss how that applies to the clock, and we'll watch a video of it hitting the media somewhat. So Sunday, May 18th, according to a police report, Peterson disciplined his son after the boy pushed another one of Peterson's sons off a motorbike video game. The Vikings running back used a switch, a thin branch or rod used for whipping, to discipline his child, resulting in bruises and lacerations on the boy's back, legs, arms, and buttocks. After the boy returned home to his mother in Minnesota, the bruises are discovered during a routine doctor's visit. The doctor says the injuries are consistent with child abuse. Thursday, August 21st, Peterson testifies in front of a grand jury in Montgomery County, Texas. Thursday, September 4th, the grand jury decides not to indict Peterson. Thursday, September 11th, Peterson misses Vikings practice for what coach Mike Zimmer calls a veteran day off. Friday, September 12th, 4:36 p.m. Eastern, Peterson is indicted for reckless or negligent injury to a child in Montgomery County. Friday, September 12th, 5:04 p.m., Vikings deactivate Peterson for the Week 2 game against the New England Patriots. Saturday, September 13th, 2:15 a.m., Peterson turns himself in to the Montgomery County authorities and is released on $15,000 bond. Sunday, September 4th, 12:06 p.m., Vikings fan shows up to tailgate dressed like Adrian Peterson carrying a switch. Monday, September 15th, 1:54 p.m., Peterson releases statement on child abuse charges. Monday, 15th, 2:46 p.m., Vikings reinstate Peterson, state their belief that he was just disciplining his child. He is expected to play Week 3 against the New Orleans Saints. Monday, September 15th, 7:30 p.m., a previous allegation of child abuse by Peterson is reported. He was not charged in the incident after it was determined that the 4-year-old was not hit in the forehead by the running back, but instead his forehead on a car seat while being disciplined. Monday, September 15th, 8:12 p.m., Radisson issues statement that is suspending its limited sponsorship of the Vikings. Tuesday, September 16th, Minnesota governor says Peterson is innocent until proven guilty, but his actions are a public embarrassment and suggests that the running back be suspended. Tuesday, September 16th, Anheuser-Busch is among a growing number of corporate sponsors that express concern or take action in the light of Peterson's legal trouble. Wednesday, September 17th, 2 a.m., Vikings place Peterson on exempt commissioner's permission list. Wednesday, September 17th at noon, Vikings owner Ziggy and Mark Wilf, along with the GM Rick Spielman and coach Mike Zimmer, addressed the media. Wednesday, September 17th, 12:15 p.m., Nike and Castrol suspend their sponsorships with Adrian Peterson. Friday, September 19th, 4:15 p.m., authorities in Minnesota are seeking a protective order that would bar Peterson from having any unsupervised or unauthorized contact with his 4-year-old son. Sunday, September 21st, Pro Football Talk publishes a report that Adrian Peterson is expected to push for an accelerated trial date in hopes of playing during the 2014 season. So from right there, that's a really quick breakdown of when the incident happened, when people start figuring out about it through the media and whatnot, and then really all the things that happen afterwards. So starts out 12 o'clock on the clock. Uh, he abuses his son, or he disciplines his child with a switch. Then ends up not even goes from May to August. So about 3 months later, Peterson is testifying in court about the child abuse scandals, and then he misses practice on September 11th, so another month. Then people are starting to find out about it now because the head coach has gone out and said he's taking a Veterans Day off. Um, Now he's indicted for it in September 12th, and then he's deactivated for the game. So really, things start kind of steamrolling on him, and then it just keeps picking up steam, keeps picking up steam, keeps picking up steam until he ends up getting his suspension. You can kind of see this example is a little bit more realistic of an incident where it happens months in advance and it takes people quite some time to really figure out what happened. And then once they figure out what happened, it takes even longer for the punishments and everything to kind of fall into place. And as you can see, he got his suspensions, he got sponsorships and other things like that dropped from his brand and everything. So he took a really big hit in about 6 to 7 month span that really affected his brand overall. Here's a video to let you kind of see of how big this had gotten. This video is on CNN, and it was about Adrian Peterson's child discipline charges.
If you situation involving Adrian Peterson. This is another 4-year-old boy from a different mother. This is an incident that our affiliate KHOU is reporting on. CNN has not independently confirmed those accusations because there are some concerns with it. This has apparently happened last June, but I can tell you that Mr. Peterson's lawyer was very, very quick with a statement on this when I read a bit of that from Rusty Hardin, his lawyer. The allegation of another investigation into Adrian Peterson is simply not true. This is not a new allegation. It's one that is unsubstantiated and was shopped around to authorities in 2 states over a year ago, and nothing came of it. An adult witness adamantly insists Adrian did nothing inappropriate with his son. There is no ongoing or new investigation. Clearly a very tough and hard statement coming out tonight, trying to put the kibosh basically on this new allegation.
So, Miguel, I don't have to tell you, this case has caused a huge debate on discipline today. What are the voices on each side saying?
Well, interestingly, there's even some more breaking news. For the first time, we've actually had a company, Radisson in this case, come out and say it is ending its limited partnership with the Minnesota Vikings over this. There is a great upset.
Okay, so you can kind of see that in the video, he gets accused of the second case of child abuse that we discussed earlier in the little breakdown. And then they go on to talk about the Radisson case. And, you know, this case has gotten so big so fast that it's gotten to the big news reporters like CNN and channels like that instead of your normal ESPN. So this has become a major issue. This is a network that people don't watch to watch sports. This is a network where people go to for their news. So the fact that it's become national news is a big deal for Adrian at this point because his brand has been attached to something super negative, something that is really difficult to come back from. And it's quite interesting because before these incidents, Adrian Peterson was highly regarded as like a golden boy. His brand was almost untouchable. He was loved by all, even by opponents for the most part. Really, he was one of the top faces of the NFL before this happened. And the fact that his brand took this big a hit is quite significant.